Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new Road to Expert game analysis with me. And this is game number 3. I am playing Eli Glendoff. So I played Eli last round and I play Eli this round. And this is round 3 of the Hot Weather Swiss at my club. I played this game back on August 14th of 2024. And let's get into it. I haven't played Eli in quite a while. And I was excited to play e4 against him, thinking, I'm going to get another Evans Gambit. Woohoo! I like Evans Gambit. That's fun. And then he plays d6. And I'm so sad. I'm super sad. Because I did not want to play a modern Peertz defense. So we get a modern Peertz, or a Peertz defense, not modern. They have a similar type of structure. And I went for the 150 attack. Now, this is not the best move. I should play knight g e2. That is the book move that I did not play. And I played g4. I thought, well, I'm going to go for a full-on kingside attack right away. And I made an inaccuracy here by playing b5. You're supposed to wait until they castle. I didn't do that. So, unfortunately, I get this wonderful game. Thought about playing this way as well. I saw that during the game. So I played knight g e2 instead, thinking, well, if he does castle queenside, I can castle queenside as well. And he did, and I said, okay, well, him attacking on the king side is going to be quite difficult. And I thought, well, I can just kind of push the queenside pawns as quickly as possible. e5, and I played a4. I even say perhaps this was even a mistake, lashing out. Hope chess for sure. A better option would have been probably just taking. I didn't want to allow... I'm not sure why I didn't. Like, why do I have a problem opening the D file? I'm not sure. That kind of benefits me. It's making and opening lines to his king, which is weird. So, and then I also have this move, which would kind of jam him up a little bit after this. So actually, even I could push here. He could go here, and then I could go here. And it gets messy fast, so it's really tough. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I think b4 was probably a better option, holding the pawns. This is the engine line that came up. This is probably a better way to go, but like it's really hard to find this stuff. I'm not an engine, so... tough to see. I played a4, expecting that he would push here. I saw some tactics against the c file, but they're far off. You know, the c file's not open, and I have quite a bit of work to do to get to that point. I'm playing a lot of hope chess. You know, I'm hoping that he just follows the line that I see, which is really bad thinking. You should never get into the habit of your opponent following the line because you hope they will. You have to work through your lines to try to find the best continuations for your opponent. You can't assume they're going to play bad moves. And that is pretty much what I've done during this whole game, is I assumed Eli would just play bad moves, and I forget there's a person on the other side of the table trying to beat you. So I played knight to a2, kind of wanting to come after the pawn, and now he's pretty much locked up the queenside, and all of these wonderful tactics that I had coming are now gone. I can't do anything about them. So, and like, you might even look to yourself and be like, you play here, what tactics do you see, Nick? What are you seeing? None. There's none here. But during the game, for some reason, I imagined that this pawn was gone and I could play moves like this and I could line my rooks up against the and pin the queen to the king. But it's like it's not there. It's not there. Period. But for some reason in my brain during the time of this game, that was my thought process, is that it will be there and then I can win the queen. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. If you just look at this position right here, where are the tactics? They're not there. And even if I were to turn the engine on, there's no tactics that say +5 or +8 or whatever. It's -1.2. Black is now winning. So, and then on top of that, I play another poor follow-up move. And he just locks it down. Yeah, this is an inaccuracy, but this was the best move, which is fine. But, I probably should have played knight d1 and then rerouted the knight here. And had so much better central control. It makes so much more sense. And then we get some moves like that. My kingside's a little bit loose, but once my knights come into here, I get a little bit more central control. And I'm doing fine. Everything's okay. So, knight to a2, a5, he locks things down, and now I try to blast things open. And he plays queen to b6. And I play queen to d2. I don't understand why I didn't play either of the other moves that I considered, which were, I'm really frustrated. I'm just floating along, doing whatever, letting black dictate the game, and I'm just reacting. This was a decent move. Queen g7 was a decent move. And even c takes b4, a takes b4 was a decent move. These are all fine. Just take here. And actually I can't. I'm pinned. So I'm kind of stuck. It's a tough position. But, they blundered and I didn't see it. I didn't see any of the wonderful things that I could potentially do. And he played c5. b3. C takes b. And I get what I want. I get the king side open. Or the queen side open. A takes b4 might have been better. I'm thinking of the best case scenario for myself because of this might be a potential play. But I'm just assuming he's going to play poor moves. Bishop b5 is kind of a wasted move in tempo. Doesn't do anything. King g2. I'm trying to get out of the pin. It says it's a blunder. I feel like it's a decent move. But it says knight b4 was better. But like at this point in the game, I've already resigned myself to thinking, well, I don't think I can win this game. It's move 19. And I've got about 14-minute time advantage, but it's not that much. So we still got like an hour of time left. So I'm thinking of like just trying to press the clock. I'm playing quickly. And I think the idea here is if they take, we get this. But I don't see how that's better for me. Maybe it's just because we get out of the pin. I'm not quite sure. I have to take some more time and look at this game because it was a colossal failure. For sure. Getting out of the pin. So it says it's a blunder, but it can't be that much of a blunder. Bishop takes a6. Queen takes a6. Knight a to c1. And it was just such a bad move. I should have just kept it where it was. All of my pieces are just, they're garbage. I'm playing super passive. And black is just doing whatever they want with the position. And it gets really bad really quick. So evaluation-wise, it's fairly even right now, but it's not going to last very long. So because I just can't get my pieces to work together. So I'm not sure why I didn't just do this. Oh, I can't do that. That's no good. Yeah, this is bad. Just boom. Queen c2, but then this happens. Yeah, look, I'm expecting, even in my evaluation after the game, I'm still in this mindset where they're gonna play good moves, but they can just do this, and they get this royal fork, and what I can't do anything about it. So like, even my evaluation later is pretty bad. So I was just so disgusted with this game, and I am now looking at it because I'm like, wow, I played. It's good to go back and look at games like this, because when you play so poorly, you have to identify why. And I identified why. It took me more games than this, so you're going to see some more failures. And I haven't figured out exactly why at this point. I'm just frustrated and tilted. When you're tilted, you play poor chess. Period. You don't find the best moves. You expect that your opponent's going to play badly, and you then are surprised on every move, and it's just bad. So I'm going to buzz through the rest of this game, just because at this point, you can already tell my mindset's lost, and I'm just kind of making the moves here. I can't really get any traction. My pieces just kind of stay where they're at, and I don't make a lot of progress. And you can see I'm just jammed up. And now the evaluation wise is still even, but like black has all the initiative. And right here, Eli offered me a draw. And my mindset was so messed up during the game. In my mind, I'm still thinking, so this is move 32. Let me take a look at my notes here. I am up 20 minutes. And at this point, I'm thinking, I can still win this game. Instead of just being, yeah, let's take a draw. Because I think I didn't really, I almost immediately dismissed his draw. I spent 5 minutes thinking about it, which for me is pretty immediate. But at this point, I was like, well, my overconfidence playing someone who is rated 1648, I'm now 200 points above. I should be able to smash this person. That's where my head's at. And it's such a poor mindset to be in. And when you think like that, it's really easy to say, yeah, I can win this game. When what I should have been able to do is identify that, yeah, I'm up 20 minutes on the clock, but in the next 40 minutes to his 19, am I going to be able to press him hard enough on the clock and be able to win the game? Or should I have maybe been a little bit more objective in my thinking and been, okay, your mindset's not right. Let's get out of this game take a draw. Okay, better than a loss, right? And move on to the next game. And that's what I should have done. But my overconfidence got really, really the better of me. And even at this point, like I'm looking at the game and I'm like, this is such a poor game. And I think during the time when I think back and I look, I'm thinking, I can win this game. I can win this game. I can win this game. That's what's in my brain the whole game. And I look at this and I'm like, my mindset's all over the place. Psychologically, I'm really messed up. So I should have taken the draw here. No, instead, I played a move and blundered. So that's what happened. I'm overconfident, and then I immediately played a move and blundered. He takes and takes. And then he plays king to b7, which is a mistake. It's not a super huge mistake because my pieces are still stuck, and this should have been his better move, but he didn't do that. Then I played knight e2. I'm looking at the position now, and I'm not sure why I didn't play for the queen trade. Maybe because this is so damaging. I wonder what the value is here. It's still minus 2.8. So, yeah, I totally botched this game. And we'll kind of go from here. Knight d5. And I'm like, well, I'm at the very least, I think I'm equal at this point in the game. We had a discussion. In our discussion, Eli had mentioned this. He expected this was winning for black, and in my thought, I thought, no way, this is even. I thought, well, you're not going to be able to progress very quickly. I can get my king into the game, and I thought, well, this is a draw, I think. And he thought that it was winning for black. And it's minus 0.3. So it is a slight advantage to black. But during the game, I said I claimed that this was winning for white. This is how messed up my mind was. I was so overconfident in my thinking that I look at this now and I'm like, this is clearly drawish. But I have something else going on mentally. So king c7, knight e5, knight d6, or king d6, and I was like, oh, I can go after his a pawn, easy enough. Whoops, sorry. And I make this colossal mistake. I mean, I'm surprised it's not marked as a blunder. And he plays knight takes b3, and I thought, oh, really? You've got to be kidding me. I'm so irritated. And this is all mindset. Everything in this game is mindset. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm overconfident. And the game goes downhill from here. And now I've pretty much lost. It's -1. But so not losing yet, but it's pretty close to losing. So, and I just keep blundering. There's a lot of instruction in this game. Chess-wise and psychological-wise. So at this point, the game's pretty much over, but I'll click through the moves so you guys can see it. This is a little bit longer. I wanted to kind of keep this to 15 minutes, but we're quite a bit a ways over. So this game lasted for 60-some moves. So now at this point, I'm trying to hope for any type of draw, but it's not there. So because, yep, my overconfidence is just... part of the game was like he was really low on the clock, and I didn't respect my opponent, and I played hope chess. So I lost this game to somebody 200 points lower than me because I'm way overconfident in my skills, and my psychology and chess thinking is not objective. It's really bad. So my mindset's all messed up in this game. It's pretty poor. So it's definitely a huge I'm trying to think of the word. Not motivation, but I'm drawing a blank because looking at this game now, I'm even frustrated looking at it and going through the analysis again because I'm just so frustrated with how I played this game. Because this is still fairly recent. I played this game on August 21st. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed that game. Learn from my mistakes. Think of your opponent. There's always a person across the table trying to beat you. And do not take them lightly. Ever. No matter what rating they are. Do not take them lightly. They want to win just as much as you do. So, take that for the final food for thought. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you guys. And have a great day.